Is crypto now over? Have we lost all hope because of people like Sam with FTX, who have basically scammed and fraud everyone, and now he's going to be facing over 100 years in jail? And then Binance, another company that the CEO is like, right away, I'll step down, I'll pay the fees, I'm not going to jail. But he still has trials ahead of him, and he's trying to escape the US. So what do you guys think? Is it over?
Do you still own Bitcoin? I still own Bitcoin, and it's actually been up ever since, last year to this year. It's almost hitting the 40K, which I thought it was going to go below 10s. That's what everyone was saying. Even with all the crazy stuff with Sam Bankman-Fried, with Binance, crypto is still strong, and a lot of people still believe in it.
Yeah, it's a lot of interesting stuff going on with cryptocurrency right now. And obviously, the good thing about Bitcoin is there's no Sam, there's no Binance, there's no FTX that's representing. There's a nobody behind Bitcoin, essentially. So it's untouched from these things. Not fully untouched, but definitely what's going on with the FTX. If you were not aware, basically they were the biggest, smartest company in the world.
Smartest?
For a point. Everyone was endorsing them. Everyone was saying this is the next big thing. This kid Sam is smart, which he was.
He's the next Warren Buffett.
He was the best. Yeah, basically the next Warren Buffett.
What I find interesting is there's so many faces that make it to the Forbes top 30. And have you seen that list that goes on like, all these people were in the Forbes top 30. Now they either been convicted of lying or in jail.
A couple of them. Yeah. They have been convicted. A lot of young. They're also pretty young. Millennials, basically. Yeah. So Sam, he convinced almost the whole world that he was going to be the next, genius, which he was, because he convinced the whole world in that way. But the company was all a fraud, and he was spending money on a lot of dumb things. He was lobbying, a lot of politicians, a lot of money spent on politicians, a lot of weird stuff going on between him and
a lot of the crazy spending they did.
Alameda and all that stuff, and his co-workers, a lot of crazy stuff. But the whole point, which is crazy, he was convicted, of fraud, guilty on all counts, and he could face up to 110 years in jail. So he's basically gonna die in jail. The rest of his life is gonna be spent in jail, unless they let him go earlier. But he'll probably be in his 80s, maybe 90s.
Damn. Because he's only, 30 something, probably?
He's probably in his 30s. So if he serves 50 years, half of that, he'll be in his 80s. So he basically, his life's over.
And it's crazy because, when you think of Joe, you think of tough, scary men. Like a guy like him, how is he going to survive in jail?
He's going to be someone's girlfriend.
Nerd. Yeah.
He's going to be someone's girlfriend for sure.
I wonder if in jail he's going to try to scam people off of whatever they develop in the jail cell. The craziest thing to me with this whole FTX and Binance, but right now we're talking about Sam, is the people that were with him weren't like, people who don't have credibility. That's the part that's most confusing to me, because these athletes, these investors, Mr. Wonderful, it's not like, it's just them by themselves agreeing to these contracts or being able to be the spokesman or working along with them, promoting them, whatever they did. They have an army of lawyers, army of accountants to before I say anything, even before they wear a shirt that says a logo, before they do anything, they do a thorough examination to make sure is this legit, or could I get sued by this? That's the part that I don't get, how they got blindsided. It probably was the money. The money was too good that they were just willing to forgive all that. Or did you think they knew? That's the part that everyone says. Do you think these people knew and they were just the money's too good? It's
crypto. It's unregulated. I don't know. Maybe that's what they thought. No, nothing's ever going to happen. It's all good. I have, honestly, maybe the money made people blind, basically. And similar stuff happened, with Binance. The biggest thing with him was, I think they said that there was over 100,000 suspicious transactions, things like, terrorist groups, illegal stuff, money laundering, and then probably other stuff that the list probably goes on. And that's why immediately this guy, the CEO of Binance, stepped down, and he's trying to escape because he's a resident, I believe, of Canada or Australia, and he's trying to escape the U.S., but they want him here because they want to, obviously convict him and put him in jail, and he's kind of probably scared about that.
So he has to pay
$50 million himself, and then the platform is going to be paying $4.3 billion in damages, which is one of the biggest ever, the largest penalty. It is the largest penalty ever from the Treasury Department. Which is pretty crazy.
By any chance, do you know how much they made in sales, though? I wonder if this is going to hurt them or hurt him personally with all these damages. I'm pretty sure he made a lot more than that, right?
He was probably a billionaire.
Yeah. So it's not really going to, it's a fine, but it's not, he has more than enough to be able to pay this, huh? I
Yeah.
forgot. I think I saw this on X or Twitter that they're like the fines. Yeah, they're huge and all that, but he's actually has a lot of money in cushion. I just don't know the exact number that this won't really like financially destroy him.
But what could ruin him is if he goes to jail.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he definitely is worth a lot more than that $50 million fine. And the platform itself is going to be paying $4.3 billion, but I'm sure they made way more than that. The platform itself.
They're bigger than FTX.
Yeah.
They're a lot bigger. I forgot by how much number. So like that's the part that's really confusing about crypto, because, you know, majority of the crypto money is within Binance, a lot of it. And the price of Bitcoin keeps going higher and higher. It's like, is this like a lot of people are just trying to pump it before, because like there's gonna be consequences from all this fraud.
Heavy regulation, basically, from these two guys and everyone out that's been involved with all the crypto scams. Yeah, a bunch of regulations going to come, and maybe what crypto used to be, what people thought it would be, it's going to be regulated. So like, it's not going to be what the picture was painted, basically.
Yeah. So it's like, it's just going to be old money, you know, with a new face, you know, the traditional way of still, you know, trading stocks or investments and all that. It's not really, because you know they're going to regulate it, especially because they found he was laundering money. And he said time and time, nope. Launder money to foreign terrorists. I think Senator Elizabeth Warren keeps going on the Congress, and that's what she keeps complaining about. You know, these crypto is mainly used for terrorists to launder money and blah, blah, blah. And they kept denying it, especially the Coinbase guy. So far, that's the only guy that I trust. And do you know how high Coinbase has gone up this year?
It's probably gone up a lot.
Guess.
I don't know.
Almost 250%. Wow. Coinbase.
Wow.
This is not Bitcoin. Coinbase. Like, Coinbase has done a much better job himself. And I actually like the guy. He comes on a lot of podcasts, and he actually was warning this guy a lot of times, saying, dude, you should be careful, because, you know, you don't want to mess with the regulators. They will, it might take a year, 2 years, but eventually they're going to find you, because they want that money.
Yeah. And it's all about, you know, power moves are here. They're trying to take you down. And yeah, so it's really, really important that if you're in crypto, if you're not in crypto, you're not aware about all of this, please inform yourself. Hopefully your money wasn't in FTX.
FTX is the worst one, because you lost it. I think
gone.
Binance is still open.
As of now, we'll see what happens. You know, as of now, we'll see what happens.
Well, you know what's crazy about this coming regulation is I already starting to see it. Like my bank SoFi, they used to be able to buy and sell, not all the crypto, but the top ones, the ones that were more safe and more legit. But as of this week, I got an email from SoFi saying that we're no longer going to be able to hold crypto in our company because of regulations.
Yeah.
And now they have to send that. They told me either we're going to have to sell all your assets that you have, or we're going to be able to transfer it to a different crypto company.
Yeah, it's a lot of interesting stuff going on with Bitcoin. Even out of all the people going, you know, Ronaldo, he's going to get probably somewhat in trouble, because every Ronaldo post, every other post, it's
he
Binance.
Recently, even when he just got, did you see that same day he posted, I'm here recording on Binance? That's right.
Yeah, so I mean, he might get sued. Yeah, who knows? I mean, he's very well off. But I mean, if this guy got fined $50 million,
what about Tom Brady with FTX?
All those guys, I think I saw a video that
Mr. Wonderful.
Some of them have been settling. They've been settling. They've been paying instead of trying to go to the courts and all that.
Well, that's gonna happen with Ronaldo. You know, that's probably the fine that they did just to scare people.
Yeah, and like the smaller influencers, that were like, you know, like the YouTubers. Some of them already paid.
Really?
Yeah, I think what's his name, Meet Kevin and other ones. Not all of them. The majority still haven't, but a couple of them have settled already and have paid undisclosed amount. So we don't know how much.
By FTX, right?
Yeah.
So wait till Binance. Binance is the next one.
Binance and who knows which other ones. But yeah, it's a lot of interesting stuff going on with crypto. We're trying to inform you guys in a different perspective. That way you guys are aware and make good decisions with your finances. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.